Regular session, county council minutes. Anybody want any correction or anything made to the minutes? I have a motion. They be accepted as printed. You say? You made a motion. You have a second? Second. Any more discussion? This is 1, 2, 3, 3 is 4. Where's that? We got a core. Got a core. All right. All in favor say aye. Aye. All right. The emergency call session meeting, where we appointed the interim chief of police. Any corrections need to make to the minutes? I have a motion that they be accepted as printed. Okay. Got a second? Second. Any more discussion? All in favor say aye. Chuck Jones, he's not here? No, I don't see him. He might be coming in later. Okay. Lanier County Family Connection Report.
Thank you. I just wanted to go over a couple of things that we're working on with our child abuse team. Our defects, like everywhere else, budget gets cut. And one of the things that in Lanier County, our director is now the director over 4 other counties. That also takes that our employees in Lanier County defects are also spread over these counties. So as part of what we do is try to build our defects and support our defects so that we don't have a whole lot of turnover and those good employees stay here with us. So one of the things that we're going to do is do an employee appreciation throughout the summer for these employees. Also, they have a playroom inside of our defects that the toys are old, some are unclean, and because we do not have a parent aid anymore with defects, the families are having to come and see their children inside that playroom because there's not a parent aid staff. So we are also working on remodeling that playroom so it'll be a little more family friendly so they can have more time to spend together. Another project we're working on with defects is their waiting room, because when you walk inside of defects, you may already be a little bit depressed anyway. And so we want it to be a little more friendlier when they come in. Some of you may have heard this in the news, but our Department of Juvenile Justice, there's a new law, but basically what it refers to is our unruly children are now being referred to defects. So that will raise the number of children that they are having reported to them. The unruly kids, though, are not seen as a safety issue. In most of those cases, your parents want to continue to work with their children. It's not a situation where a parent is not involved. So we have 2 types of meetings now. One, we can only say Lanier County locally is doing, but the other is an LIPT, which is called a local interagency planning team, which every county should have one there enforced. But DFACS has started referring those children to us with Family Connection, and I chair or facilitate both of those meetings. And I just want y'all to know, because some of these children do come out of the east side of Lakeland, which is one of our high areas for child abuse and neglect. And the family team meetings and the LIPTs have been extremely successful, because in a family team meeting, it is basically run just like you would probably do in your own household when there is a situation and you say, everybody come into the den and let's have a chat. It's basically run that same way. You just teach a family how to develop a plan. The LIPT, those are more for our families that are more extreme case, and there we bring in all different agencies that work together to solve the problem of the family. Other thing I wanted to mention as our community day that's coming up on August the 3rd, that's going to be the Saturday before school starts. School start will be check for blood sugar. So we're going to do this at the rec department, there where their state is. The main reason we decided on that area is because the east side will be able to walk. Will be in walking distance to that day. And the other thing, in our literacy team, we just want to recognize and congratulate that Lakeland did have 6 GED graduates just recently, 3 of which have a job, and the other 3 are going into progress. Thank y'all very much. I'm sorry.
The unruly part, you were saying that, what about when law enforcement does a juvenile complaint, they don't do unruly anymore, they refer that to DFAT?
No, you can still refer, it will still go to DJJ, but it gets referred. It will get referred over to DFAT.
And when you want to go unruly, okay.
And I can get with you more on like the details of that, because I don't have it with me of the exact law. But okay, of course, when they did it, there's no money going over to the other
DFAT
side.
still closed like 2-3 days a week?
Wednesdays and Fridays. They're there. They're just, they're actually there. So like, if you or law enforcement needed to come, you come that side door, just knock on the door, because there are actually people there.
Okay, thank you.
Okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Lakeland Police Department report, interim police chief, Darrell Watson.
Mayor and council during activity for May of 2013, should have a handout of it. We had 102 incident reports during this month. Most of these have been cleared by various means. There were 6 individuals arrested, 1 traffic accident reported, 61 citations and summons for the month of May. And on the second page, you'll see the officers who wrote those. We patrolled 3,204 miles during the month. And on your attachment, you'll see that we had calls for service, 436.
Anybody got any questions? Chief Watson?
I appreciate you putting the information down like the council had requested that, the individual ticket, persons and other stuff, and thank you.
Thank you, Chief. Lakeland Fire Report, Chief Gary Jones.
Okay, activities for May, the total calls were 26. 10 of the 26 were EMS calls. The city had 12 of the 26, and only 4 of the 12 paid. City paid for the month $820. Emergency repairs, Lakeland Station, the only thing was replace batteries in a tower unit down there. Get it working again. And pretty much everything else is going good at Lakeland Station. No problems with equipment. Did get the fence back up to separate the flat iron park from the fire station. I got that back up. So I'm having trouble keeping the kids in the park. So the parents weren't, so I got the fence back up and try to help. Other than that, everything's going smooth as far as Lakeland Station goes.
Appreciate what you do. Looking good down there.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, Chief. Fine and fortune report, Mayor Pro Tem, get it.
Baseline was $3,655.07. The city's portion would be $3,472.53.
Sanitation report, Grace and Shirley, got anything on sanitation? Okay. Water and sewer report.
It was a little bit about the water, the smell.
Okay. Tell them about, you had a broke line.
Yeah, we had a broke line at North Street where we got it all taken care of. We got it flushed out Friday.
Okay.
It might be a little bit more. I might have here in that spot flood, but pretty much we got it. It's all going.
Okay.
That's what put the chlorine in the water.
It wasn't putting none in it.
That's when we had the bad scent from the suckers in our water. get a, what was it, a yearly report on the water, and our water's good? By the EPD, inspection of our water. Street department, Shirley, you guys got anything on the street department? Say about it? They're doing a lot of cleaning on right-of-ways on the east side of town. And they're patching a lot of potholes with cement. Administrative report, Councilman O'Scott.
In council, City Clerk Diane Westbury attended the Georgia DOT Title 6 of the Civil Rights Act of 1964 training. City Clerk Diane Westbury attended municipal court clerk training. Mayor Russell has been elected to serve as the GMA District 11 Board of Directors for 2013-2014. Mayor Russell will be sworn in on Monday, June the 24th, at the GMA Convention in Savannah. The City of Lakeland liability insurance audit has been completed.
Okay, I'm gonna skip back to that Chuck Jones come in. Chuck, if you would, if you want to come up and discuss animal control with the council?
Sure. Discussed with the mayor earlier, a while back, about me doing animal control for the city of Lakeland, which would cost y'all nothing. I do it free for the use of the kennel and stuff, because I do it for other cities, a big Ray City and Alcohol. And he wanted me to draw up a little agreement, and I reckon let all y'all decide on it.
Okay. Now,
You understand that it holds, when I realized this a while ago, to 20 dogs?
Right, I have a license for at least 100 or less.
Okay, but the kennel only holds 20. Okay. After leaving, I had a bunch of questions, and maybe we'll get with Laura and she will turn that over. And maybe, in my opinion, get back with you, it's do a contract. And one of the questions is kind of like, are you not quitting your full-time job?
No.
It's days that you're,
It's me, my brother, and my son.
okay, so we've got other, okay, and they're gonna be available,
Right, he
like if one's in the need, you're gonna have a backup.
24/7.
Okay, all right.
Got plenty of people working on it.
And your first agreement, you're going to pay the food bill?
That's right, I'll take care of all the food for all the animals. Take care of all maintenance, and upkeep of the building, of course. And all y'all got to pay was, keep the utilities down there and y'all's utilization for y'all's animals only.
Okay. And when you first came in, you said the use of the kennels until you was building yours, but now you want to use the city's
Well, if we get this agreement,
agreement, you won't need to.
I won't need my.
Okay, that's, okay.
Everything just keep going the way it is, on your hand.
All right.
I typed the desk.
Okay, if you, yeah, you leave with Diane, she'll make us copies and then we'll.
Probably you want to add something to it or whatever, you know.
Yeah, I don't
That's just
want
what we talked about here.
yeah, you'll have your own liability insurance.
Well, that's something we need to discuss, because the other cities do not, say I have to carry it because I'm an individual contractor. As long as I got a binding agreement with y'all, all the
But I
responsibility
think
falls
we got
on
some
me.
laws in place that have to say that we're mandating for you. We didn't know this till we looked it up a while ago, that you would have to, if you enter into a contract with the city of Lakeland, anybody has to have liabilities.
Right, that's fine, I got no problem with that. I mean, I already talked to Jason up there, and he's already said ready if we need to be, so
Okay,
no problem there.
all right.
Council members, got any other questions they want to ask?
In the event of a violation with the Humane Society, and this deal, will that be covered in the contract? Is your responsibility there?
He's gonna have to pay that.
Right, I'll be
Is
there.
that be spelled out in our contract?
I'll be solely responsible for any violations. I mean, it's either gonna be a pet violation or a kennel violation. And either way, I'm gonna be upkeeping and responsible for both. So,
And you will come to city court, present cases if it's necessary, like
yeah,
where a child gets bit or something.
right. That is no problem. Of course, if a child gets bit or something, or somebody gets bit, there'll be a police report, there'll be my report, and there'll be a veterinarian report. Because once it's bit, they have to be quarantined for at least 10 days. And then they cannot be done anything with until the vet or health inspector, whoever presides or whatever county you're in, releases it.
Mr. Jones,
Yes, ma'am.
where do you live?
Ma'am?
Where do you live in the city?
Yes, ma'am. I live inside the city limits of Lakeland, right out toward the river.
Okay.
Been there for 46 years.
He works for Austin Fire Department.
Right, I work full-time, but I was fire department.
Okay. Chairman Lee told me today that they were going to rebid. You may have a chance of that.
And I did the whole county and all, city and county. So, and that was the game plan to start with. Things changed,
But now our kennel does have a limit of 20.
right, that's right.
That's a lot of dogs to be out
That's a
there.
lot of dogs, and it's sad to say, whatever our agreement is, most cities and counties, it's got a 5-day hold grace on dogs, cats. And under certain circumstances, like if somebody's out on vacation, we know them, we pick their dog up or cat, you know, we can hold them long.
What is your quick feeling about the money collected?
The money goes to, any money collected, say I pick your dog up and you found out 3 days later, you come back, I've been charging a flat fee of $40. And that just takes up for time, gas, and any food that's fed. So it's $40 for 5 days. And say you're on vacation and I have to keep the dog another 10 days, you know, it's another $40. You know,
And you're wanting the money to stay with you.
right, that money stays with me because that'd be my cost. You know, so.
And you will not bring any dogs from any other county, housing them.
Do what now?
You will not bring no dogs from any other county and housing it out of Kennedy any time.
No, I'll be housing any dogs I pick up. Like I said, I only do Ray City and England and Lapham. And
Housing from anywhere.
right,
Those areas.
right. And I talked to the state Department of Georgia Department of Agriculture and Command, and he said that's fine as long as we have a binding contract saying that I can do that. Because the dog don't get that back, you know what I'm saying? That's the way he put it to me. As long as we have a contract, they're fine with that. But I can't have a kennel at my house and go pick up a dog and take it to your kennel. Because we're not in an agreement with that.
What if you take on other counties or other cities?
I can only take on what I can handle at that kennel. I mean, just plain and simple. I mean, you know, like I said, it's a $20 kennel. You know, anything over that, I would have to house it in my house, my kennel.
What number of dogs does just the city of Lakeland generate on average?
Well, I don't know, because I don't know what y'all been catching, but Ray City.
Well, last month, in the month of May, according to the 911 report, there were 67 animal control calls in the city.
How many of them actually call animals?
I know we euthanized at least 15 this month.
It's you. I mean, what's your day for euthanization? How many days? 5. So see, it's a turnover. You know, and most animals you pick up, actually nobody wants. You know, that's where your call to them. They know who dog they are. They've been feeding the dogs or cats, but they're tired of it now. And they want you to come get it. That's all you go. Cats and dogs.
What do you do with that dog when you're trying to get pregnant?
Do what now?
What do you do with the dog when you're tired of him going to get pregnant? Pregnant couple back. You don't want that dog. What do you do with that dog?
Well, if it's your dog and you don't want him, you call animal control. And if it's your dog, you're going to have to flip the bill for the euthanization or whatever you want done with it because it's your
What
dog.
that costs?
Ma'am?
What do it cost for you?
$20 for any size animal you take to them. Whether it be a puppy, a
If
cat, or
somebody
a dog.
that got one, he's going to get rid of it.
Right, if you got a female dog and 5 puppies, it's $20 a piece. So, it's not a cheap business. I mean, so So that's the reason the fees are so high and stuff. And that's basically it. Any more?
You have your contract.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Excuse me.
We'll probably have a call meeting on that. And, so we were trying to get out of the business by July 1, what we're trying to do. See if the county may have something by then too.
All right.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, we'll be calling you back here.
All right, thank you.
All right, City of Lakeland resolution of adoption of the Lanier County and the City of Lakeland short-term work program update. This is where we work with the, Diane,
Yeah, it's required through the Department of Community Affairs that we adopt a short-term work program update. This is done every 5 years because our comp plan, I think in 3 years, we have to update the entire comp plan. So this is just a short-term update. It's required by DCA. If it's not done, then we're not eligible for any grants or any funding through the Department of Community Affairs. Actually, it has been sent to the Department of Community Affairs and has been approved. They're just waiting for us to adopt this resolution tonight before it's effective.
I'm motion that we adopt it.
any more discussion? All will say aye, in favor? Likewise, okay, motion carried. A City of Lakeland resolution of adoption of the new policy entitled Employee Use of Social Media. Social media being that the city owns computers. They don't need to be looking at Craigslist while they own the job. They don't need to be doing any porno or anything such as that. Rules and regulations on using city equipment.
Facebook, Twitter.
Twitter and all that.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
Any more discussion? All in favor say aye. Likewise. City of Lakeland resolution of adoption of the new policy entitled Employee Use of Cell Phones. Employees have personal phones and they have city-owned phones. In this policy, it says if they are driving a vehicle, police, city employee, or what, they get a phone call, they got to pull over the side of the road to talk to them. This is really brought on by our insurance company. The insurance company met with our department heads this past week, and one city here in Georgia, a policeman was talking on his personal cell phone, ran in the back of a car, killed 2 children and a mother. They're right there, what you see. And the first thing they did was check his cell phones, and he was talking on the cell phone when it happened. Now, we all know who's liable for that and who's got to pay for it. That city. And there's 3 deaths, really, it's unnecessary. So, that's what this policy is about. You're not supposed to be using a city telephone for personal calls, texting. You're supposed to be using it for city business. And you're not supposed to be using your personal phone while you're on the job, unless it's an emergency. You don't need to be just gossiping and talking while you're working on the job. If there's an emergency for home, we have no problem with that. Some emergency comes with it. But otherwise, they can stay off those phones. Like I said, no use of them while you drive any city-owned vehicle on the street. I have a motion that this adopted?
So moved.
Second.
Any more discussion? All in favor, say aye. Likewise. Okay, motion carried. Okay, beer and wine application, Harold A. Smith application for a license to sell beer and wine to be purchased and consumed on the premises. Place of business is Sale Fish Bar and Grill located at 20 West Main Street, Lakeland, Georgia. That's next to the barber shop and the Robinson's Auto in there. You're gonna put a restaurant in there, a seafood type restaurant in there.
Is this,
There he is, right there.
is this the pool, where's the pool, the haircut and the pool all together? Do you own that?
It'll be in the gym side,
So do you own the pool hall?
yes. Found the game room and the barber shop.
But there won't be any alcohol consumed in the pool room, is that correct?
No,
It'll just be in the restaurant part.
right,
What's your date of opening the restaurant?
the end of this month, about the first.
Are you gonna have an open to allow the pool hall residents to come over to the restaurant? Is there gonna be a
Right.
door? They are? So how are you gonna police that, keep
I have
the alcohol from flowing into the pool room?
I have two people on the doors.
Chief, I know you hadn't been here that long, do you have any comments about that? Did you know this was coming up?
Yep. Oh, him, oh, okay.
No, I hadn't studied, I hadn't been, know anything about it right now.
I just have a problem with there being an open pool hall.
Well,
I've been involved.
actually, I'm gonna move I'm gonna have two 8-foot tables on the bar side. But it might end up, I might just shut the teenage part down altogether.
Well, that's the only way you're gonna get my vote. You're not voting against that.
All right, I'll shut it down.
I've been in the bar for 30 years, I ain't had no trouble.
Who called you to get down to business? Young people.
I don't have that much business in with my teenagers anyway, because if you've been down there, you see I got no alcohol, no drugs, no profanity, and if I catch them, I run them out, so they don't come down there anymore. I ain't had nobody down there today. I probably had 3 all week.
So what you're telling the council is that you're gonna shut down the pool hall, you're gonna take the pool tables out?
I'm gonna put them I'll have them on the bar side.
The bar side.
Teenagers won't be allowed in there. Cause see, I have a cell phone business too on that side. I can't shut the door completely.
How many business you got there? How many business you got in that thing?
See, I've been here 6 years, y'all don't even know me, that's because I take my own business, I don't bother nobody.
I know a little bit more than you think I know. I'm not letting you know what I know. So that's why I'm asking these questions.
Okay,
Okay? So how many business you have in that building?
I have 3,
3. And with the restaurant, you have 4?
yes,
Okay.
that's 2 buildings.
I don't think I'm good. Okay. That's all I got.
Any more questions? Okay. Do I have a motion that it be approved?
I'll make a motion, you get sealed off, you can't get from one side to the other side, that'll tell you. And I want to see my, please.
Would you say that again, please?
I didn't hear.
I said, I'll make a motion after it's closed separated. I won't say, I won't vote for it or anything until it's separated.
Can we take it up at our call meeting, y'all think?
Yeah.
Is it not correct, and we're not correct, that these others have been open their business before they apply for their license? Is that the order?
That should be the order, if it's not.
And after the seafood restaurant has been open, then apply for the license? I understand.
How long,
it's gonna be a bar and grill. It ain't just gonna be all restaurant.
Right, but my concern, I think it's everybody else's concern, is these teenagers that go, and I know you're saying that you would do this, but the concern is the teenagers, they would slip in there and get alcohol. But you're saying you would seal this off, so.
So what I want to do, I was, but since you put it this way, I'll close it down for teenagers. They won't even be able to come in there.
Well, I want a seal. I want it where they cannot go through this door, you're saying. But you're telling us you'll have that done, and I think we'll be okay.
What I'm talking about, I'm not going to have it where the teenagers can shoot pool.
But
I'm
right
not
now,
even going to have them coming in there.
but right now you have that.
Yes,
Okay.
but as soon as I open the other up,
You get that other open, do what you say right there, and I don't think you have a problem with council.
I can't go put a lot of money out to open a restaurant if I'm not going to have my beer license.
Well, we're gonna have a call meeting in about a week. How long is it gonna take you to seal and keep, how long is it gonna take you to do what we're asking you to do?
What do you want me to do?
Seal the door, seal. To put a petition there that the pool hall people, the teenagers, whatever, cannot cross over into the restaurant with alcohol there.
How about if I just lock the door on that side where they can't come in at all?
Well, basically, that's what we're asking you to do. We're asking you to do that.
Yeah, because I got an open door from my barber shop.
Well, you do that, and then when we have this call meeting on this other matter next week, we'll.
I can lock it up. I can lock it up in the morning.
Well, when you do that, and the police chief goes around there and he's happy with it, reports back, and next week they'll approve your license, or we'll vote. Fair enough?
You can't approve it on the assumption that I lock it up?
No, sir. I won't.
We got a motion on the floor.
Okay.
Can I have a motion on the floor?
Already put a motion out there, we will come back and see about proving it after it gets sealed up or we can't get into it.
Now, I'm talking about the lot, now I'm not talking about, I'm talking about the doorway where they come in the front, on that side, will be locked. But I'm using the restrooms on the other side.
He's gonna need to come. The gym.
The teenagers are not gonna be allowed in there. I have two doormen that's gonna be on my door. A teenager ain't gonna be allowed in there at all. I'm not gonna get my license taken away from me. I ain't going to jail for none of it. I know there's been other pool halls where they were, they caught beer in cups that was here on Main Street. I heard a few years back. But I don't allow it. And I never had no trouble with teenagers even trying to drink in my business or come in here acting like they've been drinking.
I will be satisfied once he does that. Chief goes around there and says, okay, it looks fine to me, until he does that. And I'm not voting for it until he does that. But, I mean, there's a motion on the floor, if you need a second.
Come out there in the morning,
We're gonna meet next week.
I made a motion to cancel until next week.
I mean, if you can't wait until Tuesday next week.
All right, Darryl, you go right there and get with him.
You'll be there in the morning, it'll be locked up.
Go around there and look, Darryl, and y'all discuss about it. You see what the council's talking about.
Right.
Okay.
All right.
We take that up at our call meeting. Okay, number 12, and see all these places you'll be addressed. Have you had any trouble at them? The Hog Inn, Samuel Gates, Children Avenue, Lakeland, Georgia. And this is for a beer and wine license renewal application. This is on the premises.
I haven't had any of them where I've only been here 2 weeks, so.
You hadn't heard anything, or any council member. The Mexican restaurant, anybody, you had anything there? Mama's Restaurant where the pizza's at. Any council members had any complaint or anything? Since this is continuing, they've been having a license, I have a motion that this is on the premises. I have a motion that we approve these three.
Second.
Second. Any more discussion? All in favor say aye.
Let the record show that I abstain.
Okay.
Mayor,
Sure.
if I was talking about, you were talking about, was there any trouble in any other places? I just wondered, if there been any trouble, reported on my business? That's why I can't understand why they think that the teenagers are getting beer at my business. That's what I don't understand.
They're not making an accusation that teenagers getting beer at your business. Teenagers are allowed in your business and you're selling beer and wine and you got a passageway door there. I have a problem with that. If you don't have a problem with that, then there's something wrong.
No, I don't have a problem.
And
I
that's
mean,
why-
I do have a problem with the
You
teenagers.
should have a problem with that.
I
So
do.
Get that corrected, and the police chief says it, that you won't have a problem with me. Okay? I don't want teenagers slipping in there and going off and trying to explain to their mom and daddy while they up there drunk and get killed. Okay, that's all. And nothing against you, but just, you got to look after me. And I'm sure you're doing a great job up there, but I want some assurance from the police chief.
And personally, myself, I would abstain either way because I cannot preach one thing and preach something else. So, nobody would ever get my support on a wine or beer license because I cannot promote. But if it was on an issue that you couldn't get a license because of, then I would fight for you. But when it comes down to just getting a license, I myself always abstain.
I understand.
Okay, we got a list, these businesses here, most of them, all except maybe Jet Food Store, have had licenses for 1 year up. Bulldog number 1, Bulldog number 2, Midtown Minute Market, C-Mart, Lakeland Package Store, Lakeland Quick Stop, Harvey Supermarket, Max Convenience Store, and Jet Food Stores of Georgia Incorporated. Now, have you had any complaints, Chief, or know of any on any of these businesses selling alcohol?
No, not since I've been.
Okay. Does any council member know of any of these businesses having any complaints? Okay. I have a notion that all these be she was the same. Okay, we're going, because we have one conflict up here, I'll ask for a motion to approve all of them except Max Convenience Store. That's Grace's grandson.
Somebody.
Have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor say aye. Okay, now,
Let the record reflect that I abstain.
okay. Now, on Max Convenience Store, I have a motion that be approved.
Somebody.
So moved, second.
Second. Yeah.
Second. Okay. And everybody, which Ms. Mack will be abstaining and Calhoun will be abstaining on this vote. Everybody else in favor will say aye.
Aye.
Is any other likewise? You have 2 abstains here. Okay. Take a look at the bills for the month. Approval of the City of Lakeland bills, accounts payable. Are there any questions? Do I have a motion the bills be paid?
So moved.
Second.
Second. Any other discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Likewise. Okay, motion carries. Okay, number 14, we have received applications and they've been looked over and our
we hire interim Chief Darrell Watson as our permanent police chief for
I'll
city.
second that.
Have a second?
I'll second that.
Any other discussion? Anybody have any questions?
Do you want the job? You just think you want the job.
Okay. All right. All in favor of hiring Darrell Watson, full-time Lakeland Chief of Police, say aye.
Aye.
Any likewise? Okay, Darrell Watson, you now are full-time Chief of Police of the City of Lakeland. You notice you have full support of this council and mayor. Congratulations.
You might not tell us that later on.
Let me get this one.
Okay, legal matters, I have a motion to go into executive session.
So moved.
Second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay. Diane, all these policies and all, and adopted and all of that,
I've got the alcohol license.
you got the test for them.
Everybody inside.
And I have a motion, we go back into regular session.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, we have a motion, Mayor Pro Tem, will you read it?
Yes, I'd like to make a motion that we allow the law firm of Bill Holly to look into the matter of ex-city employee Robert Browning to see if he has made any slander accusations against the city or Mayor Bill Darcy. And if they find out that this be true, that the law firm report back to the city council on the matter to give advice.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Any more discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Uh,
Okay. Any likewise? Okay, I have a motion, we adjourn.
So moved.
Can I bring up one thing for you, Jeremy?
Yes.
City cemetery, would the city look into that by getting the trees out of there? Trees are starting to grow into it, and they just don't need to be there. The roots will pick the tunes up eventually, so.
I met down, see, people playing those lots down there, and I met down there about 2 weeks ago. Where Mayor, he's gone, he was there too, about trying to get some of those trees down and get the families that own where those trees are to get permission to get rid of them. We don't want to run over people.
Right, I understand
One
that.
thing you don't want to do is go in the cemetery and grab nobody's grave.
They actually.
I ain't gonna have a part of it.
Right.
But yeah, we have started and are working on that.
Good, I'm glad.
We met down with, Mr. Stone lives over there and got permission to get some of them cut down.
Yeah, I just noticed it, one big one there on the corner, looks like, I don't know what kind of tree it is. I'm not talking about, I'm just talking about the city cemetery, the old part. Not-
Yeah, that's where I'm talking about. Yeah.
Several trees started.
I was down there, about 2 weeks ago, I met down there with
Eventually, they're gonna start breaking tunes and stuff, the roots, what the roots are doing.
Also, we give the Charles Knight Cemetery $300 a month. And they got a big tree out there that they need to take down.
It's done been done.
Huh?
Grant got about a week or two to go find it.
Yeah.
All of them, and another one out there though?
They got a big
I
tree.
got one big one.
They got one out. And there's another one that's in danger danger in that. I talked to Doggy Saturday about that.
We trying to wait, if I may say, we trying to get some advice from the land before we do that. You know, what they decide, we're gonna try to do it. Due to the fact that that's all around all their family.
That's what I'm
Well,
saying.
that's what it always says.
You don't go in no graveyard, there's nothing except cut the grass. If you do anything else, you better get all the families in there on it. And that's the way I've been trying to work with and help out. But it's not something now, and the ones here close to First Baptist Church, we can handle that, we don't have tire land. We can handle that, the ones you talking about. But the ones down there in Charles Knight Cemetery, you're gonna have to have a professional. And they even scared, I think, aren't they?
Yeah. Heavy consideration, just go around the end kind of way.
Yeah. But anyway, they're working on that, and they got 1 or 2 board members don't want to do nothing, I think. You know about that, Buddy Frank?
Yeah, I know.
You know, you know. But I did talk to Doggy about that, and I did when they did get grant. Y'all got the money in the bank to do something with it.
Right.
The board will go ahead and agree.
Well, those trees don't be moved, just take them out of time. I hope the Lord don't call everybody home before they get moved. Still, they gonna be moved, because the limbs are falling.
Good. All right. Anything else? Anybody else got anything? Thank y'all for coming.